Welcome. Hello, we are live. This is the Lynn and Sheryl show. Welcome, Sheryl, to our show. How are you?
I am doing super. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Today we're going to talk about living in the moment. So we will be right back right after this. So today, Sheryl, we are going to. I picked the topic today really quick, and today we're talking about living in the moment. So we are both purposely going to try to definitely live in every moment. We're going to try to practice what we preach today, right at this moment, and that is being that we are live, and we do have somebody watching. Oh, hi, Bob. Yeah, he's finally able to watch in New York. I hope that the weather's good over there. I'm not sure. I haven't kept up to it today, but I picked the topic today about living in the moment because I've been living in the moment with a lot of learning some new diagnosis and things in my health and learning some things going on in my life right now. And, like everything in our life, everything's always either in the past or in the future, and we always forget to live in the moment we are in right now, right? Because we're always worried about what happened about yesterday and what's going to happen tomorrow. And we forget tomorrow kind of takes care of itself. Yesterday, we can learn from it, but we always got to live in this moment because we always have just constantly this moment, right? And so the last 2 days have taught me, Sheryl, that I have really been working on just living in the moment and knowing that I'm not stuck. My mindset is always think positive, shift with what's going on and always look at the bright side of things and plan a solution and all these things. And I'm always just remembering that when I want to go down that rabbit hole, I'm always remembering that. So I'm getting quicker at making decisions, but I see the old habits trying to say, oh, I want to go down that rabbit hole. But it's amazing what the hours and the minutes and the days and what things can bring. And I think because I was staying positive, and even though I wanted to go in some dark places, and last night I did the show with Scott, and I was very vulnerable, and I started talking about what I'm going through and how I feel about it and how vulnerable I am about my situation and accepting that I haven't been nice to myself. So after that show, though, I had a phone call with a girl that's going through the same thing I have, and she's 3 years out. And she brought so much light to the situation for me, and the fact that life doesn't have to be as doomed as it seems with what knowledge. And yet I've been living with this all my life, but it's just gotten worse. So I say all that to say this. I realize that you've got to live in the moment and realize every moment's going to take care of itself. But when you acknowledge things and you made it this far, you got to look at the positive and know that if you're willing to still do the work, things can change. And I know you're wise on this. So I'm done talking right now. I like your feedback on all this.
Lynn, you're not even promised another minute, much less another day or another week or another year. Um, we were talking right before we came on about a scheduler and the importance of having those. We all have to have those because we have commitments, but commitments don't always have to happen. We always think they do. I mean, there's circumstances where they don't. One of my employees, his wife had a heart attack day before yesterday, and his life has changed at least for the next coming days. And so plan for where you're at right now because Lynn, that's it. This is a precious moment. It will not be again.
Mhm.
Nothing. As soon as we shut this show down, it won't be again.
Right.
It will be another one. We definitely hope, but it won't that one. So just hang in with life. And Carrie, you're right, and that's all
Yeah.
we got. And we've got to stay there, and you've got to be true to yourself. You've
Hmm.
got to help other people. Not only do you need to be true to yourself, you need to be true to everyone around you.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I realized that I love being kind to everybody and nice to everybody and all that stuff, but I always really pushed really hard, and I realized that I love health and fitness, and and yet I don't look like I have health and fitness, and come to find out my condition, it doesn't matter how much health and fitness I do. I have a situation that it doesn't help health and fitness. Yeah, you need to exercise. Yeah, you need to take care of yourself, but fitness isn't going to help my condition. I need to have surgery and blah blah blah. So, hi Christopher, thank you for being on here. I appreciate you. Oh, and over the pond from Taiwan, I call her my sister, my adopted sister, Sharon. Thank you for being here. I went to school with her, and she served our country here, so I love her dearly. Thank you for being here. So, so again, it's one of those things where I just realized that my self talk and myself, there's a awareness that we're just uneducated. We think we know things, and we think I mean, my medical records look like I was obese, and I'm not. I'm actually a skinny girl in a fat body right now, pretty much, with the swelling and the things I'm going through. And I was just very mean to myself. I was a mean girl to myself, and I have to admit that, and I have to go on. And yet I would never treat anybody like that, Cheryl. Would never treat anybody like that. And yet I realized what I was doing to myself. And I've got to live in the moment to say, I got to forgive that. I got to let go of that. And yet I got to do the best I can to, redeem myself to that. So,
Yeah. Well, this is the pot calling the kettle black here. I mean,
yeah.
I can tell you exactly what to do, but I spend way too many hours in this chair looking at a monitor, doing interviews and things. And I know that's not the healthy thing to do. And so I'm actually trying, especially now, to get a little bit better. I need to get I need to get better than this better. I'm still not good. I have 2 bottles of water sitting here, so we're actually working on it.
Cheryl, you just need me to come and visit you because I love her pool. I spent more time in her pool, people, than she did, and I love the pool. And that's one thing, though, the doctor did say is being in the pool is my best friend. So you guys got pools, I'll be over there visiting because I love the pool. I love the pool.
Well,
You
come
know I
on
love the
down.
pool.
It was only 20 degrees out there this morning. That should really wake you up.
Yeah.
We can
Yes,
be in the pool, but the problem is the air's 20 degrees.
but you got a hot tub. I'll be good once I go in the hot tub. Yes, we're unforgiving to ourselves, and that's one thing I want to change is we got to stop doing that to ourselves, because while we're doing that, we're dimming our lights. We're dimming the ability that we have to actually be kinder to the world. I thought I was being kind to the world, but I was being a disservice to the world because I wasn't being honest to myself first. I'm honest to the world and I'm honest to myself. And I was being honest to myself by saying, Lynn, you got to work harder in the pool. Lynn, you got to work harder because you'll still look fat. And that wasn't the truth. I was actually needing medical attention, and I wasn't getting medical attention. I was making myself sicker. So what I'm trying to say is that tough love I had on myself wasn't right. I wasn't being kind to myself. So what I'm saying is definitely you need to look. Everything is not set just book type. Here we go. Never judge a book by its cover. Yep. And so, again, it's just a lot of women are misdiagnosed with what I've got. A lot of women don't realize what they're going through, and it's a challenge. So, and that's for another day. But all I'm saying is live for the moment right now of knowing that don't worry about what happened in the past. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. Worry about where you're at now. Make peace where you were. Make peace that everything will be fine as long as you resolve to be the best person you can be, first to yourself, first and foremost. And everything else gets better from there, you
Well,
know?
every night you go to sleep, it's a gift if you wake up. It is. And what you need to do is take that gift and do what you can with it to make sure the next day you get the same gift. And people don't realize, I mean, I'm 70, so there's an end here. We know that, okay? And mine, but I lost 2 classmates in the last 6 weeks. And
Um,
so it doesn't always matter how healthy you are or how
mhm.
what can happen. One was accidental, But it's the thing about it is you just need to be grateful. And you've only got one body, you've only got one mind. And if you don't take care of it, honestly, it's your own fault. You can't expect anybody
Mhm.
else to come in and do it.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And even my dad was hard on me, and now he feels bad because, some of my limiting beliefs came from my dad. Some of my beliefs came from him, like, yeah, he's right, and blah, blah, blah. And so again, it's just changing what you think and knowing the facts and realizing that my beliefs were wrong, people. My beliefs were wrong. And because of the belief system, the way you act, the way you do things, it's just amazing that we just need to you know we need to shift and be present. You're the best version of me today, absolutely. And our best though is always different from moment to moment, but it's also comes from the moment to moment based on your thoughts. If you're thinking good, you're going to get good. If you're going to think garbage, you're going to get garbage. Garbage in, garbage out.
90% of it's mindset, Lynn. I mean,
Absolutely.
it really is. And your mind has to be within the moment. It has to work. Like I say, yes, you have your things that are coming in, but you've got to do little things right at the moment. A bunch of little things add up to be a huge thing by the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And so, but again, just live for now, plan for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for
Not
sure.
live today, and don't put off doing things you really want to do. I mean, I gave up skydiving. I took that out of my stuck bucket um, because it ain't happening. Okay, but I pretty much have done. I've cleared up my bucket, or a good chunk of it. It'll never be empty because I keep throwing it. I throw more things in it, but I try to do what I want to do and can do at a given moment because I don't want to lay there in a bed at the
With
end saying, I wish I had.
Right, with regrets. Right. Exactly. So that's what I want people to take away from today is live in the moment to enjoy and not regret what you say to people, to enjoy that moment of conversation, have a laughter, make a memory that's going to last longer than the moment. Cuz moments do go by so fast. I mean, we're almost done with the show for right now. And like I said, everything just, look at people plan vacations for a year or 2 years out. And then that vacation comes. And just like that, that week is over.
Mhm.
So Nicole says, I show up daily and foster parent for many things and have even learned more about me in the last 5 years healing a traumatic brain injury. Yep. I have to live in today. That's absolutely. And then I don't think our bucket should ever be empty. Nope. It shouldn't. It gives us one, it gives us activities. Two, it keeps our mind going. I mean, there's just, it's not like, we all don't want to say, okay, so I'm not sure when our train to heaven's coming, but I mean, you don't want to sit around and wait for that time. You want to keep yourself busy as you can, like what's that saying? You don't want to make it to heaven like all cleaned up. Some I forget the saying, something about, yeah, I'm gonna mess it up. Forget it.
My tombstone will need to say it's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you
It
go.
really has because I've enjoyed life. I mean, have I had bad times? Yes, you know I was lying to you if I didn't. But even though some of them were bad, I took them and I have kind of turned them around to help other people. Things that's happened in my life that shouldn't have happened to anybody. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about.
Yep.
But instead of receding in myself, I want to be the person that can help another person with it. And that doesn't make it okay, but it makes it better. And
Absolutely.
if you can take those moments, change somebody else's moment, hey, that's what the world's made of.
That's right. And I can relate with Nicole on here, being that I've had brain stuff too, postage. I've never know how my brain will be tomorrow. That's why we accept everything today and we just do the best we can today. And yeah, we're not done till we're done. That's right. And life is an ocean. just have to
Just
ride the
have to
wave.
ride the waves.
That absolutely, absolutely. I really appreciate you guys' comments today, Nicole and Carrie. We really appreciate you guys today. And like I said, there's just you guys gave a lot of nuggets, a lot of wisdom, and you guys were right there in the moment with us. And I think we really appreciated that. Did we not, Cheryl?
We did. I mean, it's nice to know that there are people out there that they understand, and also they're willing to share themselves with us also.
Absolutely, because it is whatever we think, it is whatever we want to say, and that's why we love having our Wednesday with wisdom. Wisdom Wednesday is really what it is, and we call it whatever we want. And so, yeah, well, we love being here for you. We love the interaction. Absolutely, you guys. We want to wish you a great day. Live every moment to the fullest, because that's all we ever have is this moment. And we appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. Love you. Until next time. Aw, thank you, Carrie. We love you.